What is up, guys? My name is rksonic, but you could also call me Ruben, and I'm just going to come out and say it. I genuinely do not know where to begin when it comes to talking about what just happened and what we just saw today, a few hours ago. The Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie trailer came out, and I that's it. That's it. It's here. It's here. I don't know what else to say. Just hold on. Oh, yep. Oh, all right, I got that out of my system. As you can see, my emotions are just a little high right now. Just a little bit, okay? And can you blame me? How long have we been waiting for this trailer, okay? It's been a long ass time. And some of us handled it with grace, some of us not so well. I actually made a comedy skit about it. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet. But regardless, we made it. We finally have the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie trailer in our possession to watch as many times as we want, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Because even though I have a lot to say, my thoughts aren't really in order right now. They're all over the place. My emotions are high. I'm feeling all this adrenaline rushing through my veins right now. So we're going to watch the trailer together. I mean, come on, you want to see it. I want to see it. And as we're watching, I'll pause the video. I'll give you my thoughts on what I'm seeing. And we'll just have a good time with it. Cool? Cool. Oh, and by the way, I will be pausing this trailer every 5 seconds. But, you knew that already. Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, play.
Sonic, you finally found your family.
Try to keep up.
I know it hasn't always been
And
easy.
pause. Okay, so I am loving everything that we're seeing already, and I know it's only been 8 seconds, I'm sorry. But even in these opening seconds, I really like the fact that they established Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails as this one big happy family. It really shows how much they've grown since the second Sonic movie, or even throughout the Knuckles show. Speaking of the Knuckles show, I think it's really cool that we see Knuckles using the flames of disaster as he's gliding across the sky. I wonder how many of you actually caught that detail, considering a lot of you, and I mean a lot of you, absolutely hated the Knuckles show. Now, me personally, I kind of liked it. I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, it wasn't the best, but it was not that bad. At least not as bad as people were talking about, but that's not to talk about right now. Anyways, I also really love the fact that we're seeing Team Sonic working together in action. I don't know, just something about seeing those 3 primary colors on the big screen together, it makes my heart so happy. I can't tell what they're running towards or what they're running away from or what they're fighting, but does this setting remind anyone else of City Escape? I don't know, it could just be me and it's, you see a city and it's daytime, maybe that's all it is, but I don't know. I keep thinking about City Escape watching this part right here, so just keep that in mind.
But you didn't change who you are in here.
Yeah, in my lungs.
Or your heart.
Okay, so this is actually a pretty interesting detail that I honestly haven't really paid attention to up until right now, because it's very easy to get lost in the big spotlight of this trailer, and the big spotlight is Shadow, right? The whole build-up for this movie, a huge part of it is Shadow. I would say at least half of the build-up for this movie is seeing Shadow on the big screen, at least for a lot of Sonic fans. Again, I know it's, the day of the trailer, and we're all just really happy and excited, but actually stopping to think and look at these details, it's pretty interesting. This seems to be a painting of Sonic and Longclaw, which is nice, but it also looks like it was found in Sonic's room, like it was hidden. It looks like Tom moved these bushes out of the way and found this painting. I wonder if there'll be some sort of conflict between Sonic and other characters like Tom or Maddie or even Knuckles and Tails revolving around the topic regarding family. I mean, that's what this story, this series was based off. And when I mean the series, I mean the movie series, right? The first Sonic movie is about Sonic feeling alone, right? Not having his mother, not having a family, being by himself, and eventually finding new friends, a new family, which is what he stresses in Sonic 2 when he talks to Knuckles for the first time, on a serious note. Although it seems this plot will be heavily focusing on Shadow and his background, his origin, his story, I do want to know what they're going to tell with Sonic and his story. After all, he is your main character. I know it seems that he's the side character in this trailer just because of how big Shadow's presence is, but you still need to give Sonic a compelling story so that way he doesn't seem outshadowed, no pun intended. Or actually, you know what? I take that back. Pun entirely intended. By his co-star Shadow. Love the rail grind by Sonic. I don't think we've seen that in any other movie before. Where the hell have I seen him do that before? Does that little trick in the air, that little twirl, that little spin in the air, does that not look familiar to you? I don't want to look too into it, but I I can't put my finger on where I've seen that before. Oh god, we're only 17 seconds into this trailer. Okay, alright, moving on. Here we go.
There's been a high-level security breach. And we need Team Sonic's immediate assistance. Project Shadow is far beyond anything we've ever encountered.
Okay, so I don't know how many of you are familiar with Deadpool, the Marvel character Deadpool. I've recently watched Deadpool and Wolverine 4 times, to be honest. And all I have to say is, I am soaking wet right now. He looks so good! I didn't want to say anything because I wanted to see how Shadow looked first, but comparing the way he looks here to the first time we saw him at the end of Sonic 2, wow. What a glow up, man. He looks so good. But okay, now let's look at the details here. In Sonic Adventure 2, Eggman's the one that woke up Shadow, right? After 50 years or whatever. But this time doesn't seem to be the case. I don't think Eggman woke him up this time. I really wonder who did. I don't think he just woke up on his own. Someone must have done it. I just don't think it was Eggman. Another really cool twist that they're doing here. Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails appear to be working for Gun instead of, you know, fighting them or running from them like fugitives. It's like they have them on call. You know, like the moment they found out about Shadow breaking out, they just grabbed the phone and said, yeah, bud, I need you and your furries to come over here and help us out right now. So again, another really cool detail. And also, look at Tails. Look at him with his big ass helmet on. His big ass pilot helmet on. I love that. You go, Fox Boy.
Shadow's story began a lot like yours, Sonic.
Oh, you poor child. If only you knew what was going to happen to you. And if only you knew before signing up for this movie how many people would be cheering at the thought of you not living anymore. We're an effed up community, what can I say? All joking aside though, I really love this shot here of Knuckles. Who am I saying? Knuckles. Shadow. Of Shadow and Maria. I think it's really sweet. And I just know that even though this is a family-friendly movie, it will pull on the heartstrings of both children and adults, right? We can joke about Maria dying all we want, but when we're in that theater, at least when I'm in that theater, I know that I will most likely be crying at the thought of Shadow seeing her dead body. It's not a fun sight to think about.
But where you found family and friends, Shadow found only pain and loss.
You see what I mean? That right there. Just that shot alone with that music playing in the background, that's enough to make me cry. If I watch this part over and over again, I promise you I will start crying. And this is just speculation, but I don't know if Maria will die the traditional way. And by that I mean being shot by one of the gun soldiers. Like, especially now, looking at this scene here, there's a chance that she might have been caught in an explosion, which is a way more PG-friendly way of killing someone off, you know? I don't know if they'd want to really show a bullet going through a 9-year-old girl, or however old she is, 12. I don't think they will show that, and if they do change it up, that's perfectly fine with me. As long as they stay true to her dying, which seems inevitable, that's all that really matters here. It sounds really messed up to say, but like for the sake of the story and Shadow's origin, I think it's really important that they establish Shadow and Maria's relationship, them as friends, and her death is going to be a huge part to his plot in the movie.
Alright, we got a rogue alien on the loose. How do we find it?
Start with a giant fireball?
I love it. Let's start with a giant fireball.
Seeing Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails free fall out of that helicopter is so cool, and it reminds me a little bit of Sonic 2, in the beginning where Sonic free falls off the building, except this time he has his brothers with him, which I love, and the superhero landing. Perfect. Perfect.
He is much more impressive than the hedgehog I fought previously.
Dude, I'm standing right here.
You're a colorful bunch.
Why, hello there, Keanu! Wow. I mean, look, he sounds exactly like how I'm pretty sure we all expected him to sound like. He has the perfect voice for Shadow already, so I don't think there's much he had to change for voicing Shadow, so it works. Just hearing him speak as Shadow for the first time really got me thinking about the writing for this movie. It's important that they keep it as serious as possible for Shadow. Like, I don't know if we'll see any funny, humorous moments with him, not until the end of the movie at least, or at least in flashbacks with Maria or something. Maybe then we'll see a lighter side to Shadow that we don't really see. But for the sake of the plot, and again, for the sake of the movie, and staying true to the character, they need to keep Shadow as serious as ever. So far so good.
We don't want to fight you.
Actually, Sonic, I would like to fight.
No, no!
Oh, Knuckles, you done fucked up, boy. You're about to get fucked up, baby. Here it comes. Oh, that's a broken hand. Yeah, that's a broken chest.
My turn.
Oh, goodbye. You know what? Hold on. Pause. Let me tell you something. It does not matter what universe it is, what day it is, what season it is, at any time, any place. If Shadow sees Tails, it's on sight. I have no idea what he has against Tails. He kicked that little dude right in the face. Right in the face. He has no remorse, no respect for Tails. And I love it. Do it again. Shadow has him set up, has him by the throat, takes him up, grabs him by the throat, brings him back down, choke slam! And Sonic is dead.
He's too powerful.
Look how smooth our boy is. Look at him. Look how flawless that skating animation looks. I love it. I love everything about this shot. Perfect. Perfect. No comments. No critiques. Nothing to say. Perfect. Moving on.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but we need you-know-who.
Okay, taking a pause for a couple reasons here. One, can you hear Green Hill Zone in the background? I love it. I love it. Everything about the music in this trailer is a step above anything they've ever done before. It's like they know how big of a deal this third movie is, and I'm glad that the music is treating it the same way. That sense of urgency, that sense of drama and tension, all while combining it with Sonic music is just perfect. Secondly, it looks like Tom works for Gunn now too. Unless he's in disguise, which I highly doubt, it looks like he works for Gunn, and I wonder why he's screaming the way he is. I'm just gonna let this play. I'm just gonna let this whole thing play before I say anything about Jim Carrey.
This is a bad idea.
When has that ever stopped me?
Doctor! We have visitors.
This is sad, Robotnik. Even for you.
We need your help.
On one condition.
Do this!
If I can't rule the world, I might as well save it. I need room.
But, sir, I don't have the proper materials. Found some.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you, Jim Carrey, so much for returning as Eggman. I don't know what you saw in this character all those years ago that made you say, yeah, I can do 3 movies, but whatever it was, thank you. Thank you so much. I remember thinking that Eggman was dead in Sonic 2, and that we wouldn't see him again, and I was okay with them moving on from Eggman if Jim wasn't coming back. But just seeing him here, his presence alone, his energy, his natural sense of humor, everything about Jim Carrey as Eggman, I could not be more happy that he's doing this again. It almost feels like I'm seeing an old friend, you know? He's been this character since 2020. And I don't know, again, what has made him want to be this character for this long, but he's done such a great job, and he has given Eggman such a different breath of fresh air that I think a lot of fans, if not all fans, have welcomed with open arms. And again, I love it. I am so happy that he's back. It also seems like Sonic will be teaming up with Eggman for the first time, which should be fun. I'm sure we'll see some interesting dialogue between the two of them. And will Eggman turn on Sonic in the end? Yeah, probably. With Sonic giving him that quill, I feel like it's safe to say, it's a little bit of a stretch, but I think it's safe to say that we will definitely see Metal Sonic towards the end of this movie. I mean, I wouldn't be mad. I want to see Super Sonic and Super Shadow take down Metal Sonic. I don't think we'll be getting any sort of Bio Lizard or some version of that, and I don't want it. I think what a lot of fans need to understand is that this isn't a Sonic Adventure 2 movie. I have no doubt in my mind that they're using Adventure 2 to help write this movie, but that's not what this is about. In the end, they're taking what they're taking from Adventure 2 to make something brand new. I mean, truthfully, if I wanted to watch Sonic Adventure 2, I would play the game again. That's it. It's as simple as that. The last thing I really want to see is people complain or be so negative because it's not a one-to-one adaptation of the game. That's not fair. That's not fair to anyone who's behind the scenes making this movie. With that being said, Does that mean that just because it's brand new that it'll be great? No. If anything, who knows? This might be worse than Adventure 2 in terms of story. I don't think that'll happen, but anything is possible. But regardless, when you walk into the theater on December 20th, you need to walk in there with an open mind, right? Ready to expect the unexpected. Be ready to see things you've never seen before in the entirety of the Sonic series, and also be ready for a bunch of callbacks and references to the games that we grew up playing. I think the fact that we're getting this third movie alone speaks volumes to how big and iconic the Sonic the Hedgehog brand has become over the past 4 years. We are living in an entirely new era, and I love every second of it. It's so good to be a Sonic fan right now. But anyways, let's wrap up this trailer because some really good stuff's about to go down.
When we're done, there won't be anything left.
Hey, no cheat code!
Oh my god, the voice acting, the motorcycle, the fight scenes, the running, the chasing, the action, the animation. Oh god, did I leave anything out? Oh, and the change into live and learn? Come on now.
Code! What did you do?
What I had to.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Well, first of all, the drama, right? The dialogue, right? Seeing Sonic pissed off. Whenever I see Sonic pissed off, I don't know, it awakens something in me. And I don't mean that in an appropriate way. I just mean it's so fucking cool to see when he gets pissed. And seeing Shadow deliver that line right back to him. Oh my god. We are in for such a good time at the theaters. And again, I just said it like 5 seconds ago. I'll say it again. Live and learn. Being so present in this trailer makes me so happy. And I can't wait for the moment when we hear it finally on the big screen. Gerald Robotnik is back. I do not know what that means. Is time travel a thing in this movie? Or was he never dead? It's tough to say. I really don't have any complaints. But I can only imagine how funny it's going to be watching Jim Carrey play 2 different characters. I love it. I love it. And with that, the countdown to Sonic the Hedgehog 3 begins now. Oh man, are you ready? Because to be honest, I don't even know if I'm ready. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the fly when it comes to talking about this movie. I'm sure there are a lot of things that I left out, some details that I probably missed that I'm going to have to go back and watch again. But that's okay. Trust me, right now I have no problem watching this trailer over and over again. But please tell me, I would love to know what you guys think of Sonic 3 and what we've seen so far. Are you as hyped as I am? Are you more skeptical? Are you not sure? Are you on the fence? Is there anything that you're hoping to see when the movie comes out? Any and all thoughts or comments, please let me know. I love to read them. I love replying to you guys. So yeah, do that for me. And while you're at it, if it's not too much, do me a favor. Share, subscribe, all that good stuff. It means the world to me. It really does. I could sit and talk about why I've been gone for so long, but that's really not going to do me any favors. Fact of the matter is, I love you guys. Thank you for all your support. And I'm hoping to talk to you guys very soon. But until then, this is rksonic signing off. Thank you guys so much. Start the countdown, baby, and have a great night.